right, Jopus34, back again with just another quick Hot Toys figure review. This one's pretty cool, and it's a bittersweet figure because the figure itself, I think, is awesome and a wonderful exclusive. It's kind of a variant, you know, as far as you know, the look of it and the availability of it through Sideshow and Hot Toys. So basically, this is sold right now through Sideshow Collectibles and Sideshow Toys, and it's basically a, you know, kind of a variant version of the typical New Order Stormtrooper, but slightly modified. They definitely improved some features in the mask, and they kind of made it a little less Donald Duck, as they say, with the normal Stormtroopers. And this is known as the Sith Trooper, to be precise. There, it's right there on the plate. The Sith Trooper, as it appeared, as he and several other variants of this red armored character appeared in Rise of Skywalker. Now, the reason why I say bittersweet is because I think it's an awesome looking figure, and I think they did a well done job on the figure itself. Definitely has that nice glossy, shiny armor red look to it. And it comes with two weapons that he can hold, and I saw some pictures where he's incorporating both weapons, and I think it looked kind of badass, so I have him holding both weapons at the moment. And this weapon here, this gun, is more like the typical looking, you know, Stormtrooper or New Order Stormtrooper guns that come with, except it's got the red and black theme instead of the white and black. And then he comes with this awesome additional rifle weapon here that he holds. So as you can see there's the box where he's holding that weapon. So you could go the traditional museum pose. And for now, I kind of like this more sort of like hybrid between action / museum pose for him. He's in a battle stance and he's got both weapons. And he's very unique looking. And like I said, I like the modifications they did. It's slightly, the helmet is a slightly different design than the normal New Order, you know, First Order Stormtrooper. Sorry, I've been saying New Order, First Order Stormtrooper. And I don't know, it has a very sinister, cool look to it, kind of reminiscent of the Royal Guards that protected the Emperor in Return of the Jedi, which I guess is what they were going for. This is the box right here. All right, it comes in the red box, just like the red figure. That's the inner box. This is the outer shell, the clamshell. Well, outer shell of the box with the clamshell. That comes with this picture here with the Star Wars logo. There you go. MMS 544 Sith Trooper 6-scale collectible figure. And then inside comes this beautiful artwork too, as I guess seen in the movie. And then inside is the typical clamshell stuff, like I mentioned, that holds his extra hands. And actually, they kind of scrambled a bit as I was opening it. Here's the extra hands here that come on the side here. The hands that he's holding right now are not the hands that I opened them up with the box. I switched it. They came with more like the neutral hands, so I kind of swapped that out there. There's another hand here. Okay, open hand. So I kind of switched them out. The stand was in here too, which is right there. So I switched it out to the you know, the trigger holding hands for each one, since I'm doing the double weapon at the moment. So this is the First Order Sith Trooper, again, that appeared a little bit in Rise of Skywalker towards the end. And they have another version of this coming out that's a little more standard, I guess, that's like, kind of looks like the flamethrower First Order Trooper, and that's still, I think, on pre-order. This one came out, I think this is only available through Sideshow, if I'm not mistaken. Now, it does not have, from what I could see, any sort of Sideshow exclusive, but it did mention it being sort of like, I guess, like in limited markets. But again, I'm not 100% sure. All I know is that right now Sideshow just does have it. There's no exclusive as far as getting a specific accessory or additional weapon or anything by getting it through Sideshow. But I think it's like sort of like an SDCC, like a Comic-Con kind of special, you know, that kind of thing, from what I gather. So, but right now, as of when I'm filming this video, they're still available in stock on Sideshow. So if you do want to get one, you can get one. And it's not badly priced compared to other stuff. It's a pretty simplistic figure. I mean, it doesn't come with a lot of accessories. It came with the stand, the figure itself, the 2 weapons, and and the extra hands. That's pretty much it. Like, this is not like, this doesn't come with a plethora of accessories. It's pretty much a simple standalone figure. So just wanted to give a quick review. The articulation is pretty good, but is limited based on the rubber suit that's underneath the armor. It's a thicker and much more, even with the other first order trooper that they came out with, the other ones, they have this rubber, I guess, undersuit as opposed to like a cloth like the classic stormtroopers have. So it is a little harder to articulate. It's sturdy and it feels durable, but it is a little, you could flex it. I mean, you can bend it, but it is a little limited. It is a little more tight as far as posing. So no extreme poses I would recommend. I would recommend poses like this where his legs are kind of more in a neutral pose, and then you can kind of have more fun with his arms and his head above. So the sweet part is that stormtroopers are great. You know, I love stormtroopers. A friend of mine who got into collecting these figures wants to pretty much own any stormtrooper available, and they've come out with a lot of home runs, Hot Toys. With the Shore Trooper that became really popular, the recently released Mud Trooper that I did not get. I may regret that now, I don't know, but it is a Han Solo Mud Trooper, and I don't really care about it being the Han Solo, but the actual Mud Trooper look is pretty cool. And they came out with other ones like the Patrol Trooper also from Solo. Very nice looking, you know, figures, well done. The problem is the movies they're coming from. The Rise of Skywalker, this is the bitter part. Sweet looking figure. It's got a lot of pop. It's got a lot of presence because of the red color. It's a very different type of looking stormtrooper compared to the traditional ones that are either black, white, or white and black. But you know, they weren't used a lot in the film. A lot of people said, you know, they were underutilized and they could have been a lot cooler, which I agree. I mean, you know, what's their history? Were they better trained? Did they shoot and aim better than typical stormtroopers? It says they're Sith troopers. Do they have force power? Can they manipulate the force? Do they use the dark side of the force, but they're stormtroopers? You know, I mean, they could have kind of, if they had more time, they could have maybe went deeper into their origins. Would have been a much cooler character. So it's kind of, a wasted effort a little bit. You know, so again, the trooper itself, the figure is cool. And, me being a huge Star Wars fan, I wanted to get it because it kind of stands out, it looks unique. But, as far as him being in the movie itself, it's not really a big factor. Rise of Skywalker was kind of an editing mess, and I know a lot of people have had issues with it, both that and The Last Jedi. So that's the bitter part. The movies are kind of weak, and I know there's a lot of doubt as far as the future of Star Wars at this point. I've heard a lot of crazy, wacky stories about what they may do, including changing something so that these don't even count in canon. So who the heck knows? So I don't know. But regardless, it's still fanfare. It's still cool. And as a collectible on your shelf, it's still a conversation piece, I believe, with the uniqueness of the color and the style being a little better. I think this is kind of how they should have went with the regular trooper. The brim is a little lower. It gives it a little bit more of a sinister look and less Donald Duck. When I first saw the Force Awakens, and somebody pointed out on the internet, they painted, that was white, and they painted this part yellow with like Photoshop or something to show that it basically looked like Donald Duck. And I never was able to get that image out of my head. So I had a First Order Stormtrooper that I ended up selling. But this design, it's kind of like they modified it. So, it still has the similar look, but it's definitely a better design. And a little more sinister looking, a little more evil looking, and he looks a little more threatening. So that's why I wanted to give this version a chance and pick it up. So anyway, that's a quick review. Sith Trooper from Hot Toys, 1/6. The red armored version. Get it at Sideshow now. I don't really see it available in other places except maybe eBay if you want to pay extra prices. But he's reasonably priced, fairly simple figure. What you see is what you get. And if you're a big fan of Star Wars and you kind of want to have a collection of all the different variants of Stormtroopers, whether it's old or new, this one is then a must-have. Okay, some of the other ones that came out, like Shore Trooper and stuff, have gone up in price. So even if it's for an investment point of view, this might be a good one to pick up because I have a feeling this one may become rare at some point. But if not, then, it's still a cool figure. All right, guys, till next time, Job is 34. Peace out.